Well, it's Thanksgiving, and I know we're all busy, so I'm trying to kill two birds with one stone here today. I'm going to make my mom's famous sweet potato recipe for you guys, and I know all of us are cooking and so forth, so this is the best as I remember it. I've tried it with real sweet potatoes, but honestly, it's much simpler with the big can. So, doesn't matter the brand, dump a can of sweet potatoes into a pot. Then you turn on the flame, and if that works out, yeah, there we go. So they're going to start cooking. Now, the more important part is the sauce. Sweet potato sauce. Now, I know a lot of people use marshmallows and orange and stuff like that. I don't go for it. I mean, I'll eat it if you put Thanksgiving, sweet potatoes out with that marshmallow on it. But a stick of butter, cup of brown sugar. This is the way my mom did it. If it's good enough for my mom, it's good enough for me, right? So we just go ahead and start heating that, and then we're going to be working on this sauce to make it into a sauce, And then this is just the kind of time, Thanksgiving, that is, of course, is originally designed to think about being thankful for all the blessings that we have. And I hope that all of us take at least a moment around the table on Thanksgiving, whatever table it happens to be, at a restaurant or a home, or wherever you happen to be. Take a moment to be thankful. But also, you can't say that this isn't about the food, because it is. And some of our best memories come from the food that we had and what seems right to us. We're starting to get some good work done on this. This all has to melt together. You know what I'm saying? In fact, this flame is nice and big and fast, and I think it's going to be done by the time that I'm finished talking about it, and we'll be right on into it. Normally this takes a long time, but I think as long as I keep stirring it and get the butter melted into the sugar, we're going to see a nice sauce come up here. Now, one of the things you can do, if you don't like it as syrupy, is to dump off some of the water from the sweet potatoes. And I would recommend you do that after they started boiling, but it really doesn't matter. You might like it a little bit thinner. Also, something, if you like it extra sweet, you can mash up the sweet potatoes. That way the juice sort of mixes in and covers every nook and cranny. And that way they're sweeter. Or you can just allow people, and this is what I normally do, to figure that out for themselves. If they want just the big hunks of sweet potato, well, do that. And if you just want, if you want a big hunk of sweet potato and you just put your sauce on top of that, I think you'll enjoy that. But if you mash it up, well, then you're going to get a real syrupy, sweet sensation that I think you're going to be really pleased with. So our sauce is about done here. It's just, we want everything to mix together so that we've got, smooth. And once it's nice and smooth, and the sweet potatoes are boiling, because those sweet potatoes, although I know they cook them before they send them out, I like them a little softer, and I think most people do. So we've got a nice smooth sauce, and we've got our sweet potatoes here. And we now have just about the most delicious sweet potato recipe you'll ever find. Now, it is not the healthiest, tragically, although I'm sure that it has some vitamin A in it. We're not talking about a recipe that's going to, give you heart healthy or any of that. But it does give you that good feeling. And that Thanksgiving is about memories. It's about family. It's about, food. It's about fellowship. And boy, do we miss that in these times of COVID. We just don't get together enough. We just don't do things enough. I mean, it's so tragic. I hope Thanksgiving is safe enough for you and your family to get together and do something that would allow you to connect. And something around traditional recipes and food and fun would be just perfect. Now let me just grab one thing here so that I can safely do this last maneuver. And we're going to do the traditional plating. Okay, that'll have to be enough. Yeah, that's a little bit too much liquid there. But this is essentially what we're talking about. We're talking about sweet potatoes that look like this, that they're going to taste nice and sweet, with a simple, basic recipe that my mom loved and that I love. Happy Thanksgiving.